What's up, world? Hi. Welcome to That's Telly. It's me, Nez. So I just finished this book like in 4 days. Actually, 4 days. I started on Friday and I finished on Tuesday morning. But I didn't do anything on Sunday at all. Why am I talking about this? I'm even talking about the book. I'm so excited. I couldn't wait to talk about this book. Okay, so the book is finally The Children of Virtue and Vengeance. For some reason I keep thinking I should say The Children of Vengeance and Virtue. Children of Vengeance and Virtue. What's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, this is Nest Telly. We sit down, talk about books, and try to get you to read more. That's why we're here. Okay, so Children of Virtue and Vengeance is an amazing book. It's 13, actually it's 13 hours and 30 minutes. So it's a really long book. I listened to it and on Audible. Meanwhile, if you have access to Audible, if you haven't already registered as a member of Audible, when you become a member, you actually get 1 month free, or more like one book. It's something called one credit. You get a free book and you get a free month for free for you to listen to. Anything that you want, you can download one book. And the beauty about Audible is that the audio book belongs to you. It's in your library. It's not a book that, it's not given to you and then they take it back. It is your book. That's beautiful. So back to The Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I find it very okay. First of all, I don't read a lot of fiction. For those that already listen to my listeners, I don't talk about fiction, stories as much as I talk about, like, I prefer to talk about biographies. Then I love the self-help, self-building genre. Like now I'm trying to talk a lot about financial intelligence a lot. So if there's any story that I read, it has to be something that is geared towards that. But that's not why I read this book. I read this book because I was so excited I couldn't wait to read it. Anyway, so Children of Virtue and Vengeance. Okay, first of all, the person that read it was like, damn, she's good. What's her name? I've forgotten. I actually went and I did a bit of research on her because the lady apparently she's an award-winning like audio person. She's won awards for her audio. She did a great job trying to sound as okay. The book is set in Nigeria. I've said that several times, but it's a fantasy, like very fantasy. There are fantasy creatures. It's an adventure. Do you understand? Action, mildly thriller kind of book. But it's set in Nigeria, Lagos, most of the time, Lagos, Ibadan, in Lori side, but there's a lot of talk of Zaria and a lot of Kaduna, Warri, and around. So a lot of the names that are there, you see Yoruba names, there was a mention of Igbo name this time. Funny enough, there was a Chukwuemeka at one point. That made me scratch my head a little, but I mean, the author, Tomi Adeyemi, the amazing lady, she had an amazing vision. I love what she's doing. So for those who don't already know, I did talk about the first time I ever had a guest on this channel was when we talked about The Children of Blood and Bone. That was first one. The first one came out 2 years ago. This one came out literally about a month ago now. And so it's how do I put it? It's a trilogy. So we're expecting a third book. I don't know when that's coming out, but we're expecting a third book. But this one is beautiful. It's doing very well on Goodreads. I don't know if you know about Goodreads. People that talk about and review books a lot. On Goodreads, they're like 97% like this book. So the book is doing very well. So I love the book. The reader, the person that read it, like I said, she did a good job. She tried to trying to get everybody's voice, an idea of what everybody's saying. It sounded very nice, like very bedtime story-ish with drama and all that. It was nice. A lot of the words were not pronounced well. Again, I guess I don't know, it kind of comes with the territory. I mean, they're not Nigerian, so how would they get it? And I'm not even Yoruba. Funny enough, I'm married to a Yoruba man though, but I am not Yoruba. So, but some of the words were not pronounced correctly. I just think it's one of those things. Now, what that might mean is that you may prefer, if this bothers you, you might prefer to buy the actual book. Now, I've said it before, Roving Heights has it available on in their platform. Check out Roving Heights on Instagram, and you can get this book from them. I don't know how much it is now, but it's available in paper cover. It's available on hardcover. So this book is wonderful. Let me see. The concerns I had about this book, it's hard to talk about the non-fiction without putting out spoilers. Because if you haven't read the book, actually if you've not read one, I think it would be cool if you can read one or two. If you haven't read this book before, and I just keep blabbering on, when you eventually read it, and you have spoiled everything for you, or you might not even be inspired to read it again, and I want you to read it. So, but anyway, the only major thing I thought was an issue for me in this book this time was the way the time traveled. Does that make any sense? Like, they say, okay, we're going to go to, like, Nigerians, people in Lagos will say, okay, we're going to go to Ibadan. And we know Ibadan is like maybe 2 hours trip. So it's like, okay, 2 hours, Ibadan is even close here, we're going to go to Abuja, right? It's an example, by the way. So we're going to Abuja. Abuja takes about, I think, on a good road, good everything, all things being equal, is about an 11-hour trip by road. And these people are like walking, and they're on they are those I've forgotten what it was called. There's this there's a made-up animal, a fantasy animal. Oh, I've forgotten the name. Meerkat. No, not meerkat. It's called something. So they are these fancy animals. They're not horses or camels, but it's a particular kind of fantasy animal that they have. And the next page, they're already there. Like, I don't know, like, there's no time. You know how some things happen. US, I don't know how to put it. It's like, it looks as if, okay, 1 minute we're here, next minute we're already there. So it's like the same people are, like, what time? At what point did we get from here to here? People say we're going to live here. We're going to be there by the next moon. And before the next moon has even started to show face, you're already there. I don't know. That was the only concern I had. But other than that, I really love what Tomi Adeyemi is doing. I love the vision. The story is actually not like 100% original. There are a lot of stories that are like this, like, but the thing is that what makes this very original and what makes it new is the fact that she's using Nigerian, she's using Nigeria. That's the setting, the Nigerian, using the use of culture, the use of name, you know. So it's very nice, and I love. I mean, I'm just like, whoever it is. Okay, yeah, I did talk about 20th Century Fox buying the rights to make a movie out of this. I hope they turn it into a series or something, because there's a lot to pack in. I don't know. I don't know, man. They know their job, but I just feel like whoever it is that will do things like set design and cinematography and sound effects is going to have a lot of work to do, because the way she describes a lot of the things that happen in, so I'm like, in my mind is like, wow, it's amazing. So how it's going to come out in film form it's a lot of work. Anyway, kudos to Tomi Adeyemi. I am so proud of her. I love what she's doing. And if you haven't read this book yet, or if you don't even know about this book, a lot of people, actually when I did the first one, a lot of people say, oh, I've already read the first one, so I'm waiting for the second one. I mean, I can't wait for you to come here and read it and come and tell me about what you think about it. There's just so much to say. It's exciting. There's a character, like some characters died in Children of Blood and Bone, and then in Children of Virtue and Vengeance, you realize they're not dead. One, I was very happy. I'm like, oh, thank God, she's not dead. And then another version is like, seriously, why are you here? Like, you're some characters like, why are you here? Like, come on, just come and be going. How did you even make it here? And then you come here with your confused mental situation and come and be disturbing the whole situation. Oh, come on. Anyway, it made me feel feelings. That's all I can say. Good ones, good ones, confusing ones, anger. It's really nice. It's a really lovely this thing. Of course, if you've read the first one, the second one, what it has in store for you is the groups are widened. Before, there were people that were mages and there were those that were not mages. Now there are several others. There are the Titans, then there are the is it the dwellers or the settlers, or what they are called? They are the channels or channelers. I don't know. They have names, but everybody has like crazy. There are like so many whatevers now, so many factions of people that exist. Then of course there's the whole royal family debacle, and there was a big reveal this time that really, wow, it's like, wow, this is why this was happening. You know, when sometimes the fight goes down and you think this is what the fight is about, and then you now realize that no, it's a whole other thing that has nothing. It's just one person somewhere that just felt, no, this has to stop, and decided to destroy the whole world for it. That's, you know, it's certain about the real world. Most times you think this is what the reason why things happen, and you realize that that's not why it happened. That's what the world is. Anyway, so yeah, wonderful book. Well done, Tomi Adeyemi. And if you've read the book already, please let's hear in the comment section what you love about the book. And if you read the first one, I decided I won't read this one, because I did find out that there are people that did not like the series as much. I'm not sure what that's about. But if you've read the first one and I don't know, you're just in the second one, I don't know, ask questions. Let me hear what your thoughts are. And of course, in case you don't already know, you can also we can also chat on Instagram. We can chat on Facebook. Just check out Nestelly on all those places. So thank you so much for checking in as usual. Okay, so a bit of reminder: we are in our first week of January is gone. So I feel like if by now you haven't quite figured out the books that you want to read or what you want to put together for this year, I think a lot of us know what we want to do this year, but you haven't started following through. In our mind, there's still a year, there's still time, which is true, by the way. But the earlier you start, the better. You don't want to wait until last minute and start doing that. You can do something now, so you just start now and make it work. So just start now and make it work, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. So thank you so much for checking by. I really love this book. I think everybody should read it. And don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and then comment, tell me what this book is about to you or whatever, and then help me share it too. Thank you so much for checking by. Bye bye.